Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Sunday, October 8th, 2023, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Now Mind You podcast. This is episode 89 Manga, and we're your hosts. I'm TJ.
I'm Bryce.
And Matt could not be with us. Something has come up and it has taken higher priority, but fear not, he will be back next week, y'all. It's just, hey, things come up. That's why we're a trio. We take up we make sure to cover each other, right? When we can't all be here, that you guys will at least get two of us, right?
Yes, indeed.
With that, in terms of the docket for today, it's a little bit thinner than normal, but still entertaining nonetheless. We got Hajime no Ippo, we have Sakamoto Days, we have Jujutsu Kaisen. Of course, we'll go over our favorite chapter this week, and we'll talk about our topic of the week, which is what this week, Bryce?
Who would be our anime sensei? Hey, I like how that rhymed.
Indeed. No, man, you flow with it from the heart. With that being said, I'll kick us off. We'll start off with, of course, Hajime no Ippo by Joji Morikawa, who, Bryce and I were just talking about, like, who's got the longest running manga and whatnot. But fun fact, George Morikawa was an assistant to Shuichi Shigeno, who was the creator of Initial D. Now, peep this. One of George Morikawa's assistants on Ippo was Kentaro Miura, better known as the creator of the whole Berserk series, right? These dudes have been out here, man. Like, you got some legendary lineages out here, but I digress. Hajime no Ippo, we're going into chapter 1435, titled His Sparring Partner is a Southpaw, right? So where do we leave off? We left off with Ippo basically like coming for people's necks and being like, hey, I don't know if I have the confidence to not just step on niggas' souls. And then Mashiba's manager being like, oh, word? All right, so I guess you're sparring at a world champion level, huh? You better get them gloves up, little nigga. And then that's where we left off, right? So how would I summarize this chapter? Ippo's back. He's not like back, like he's not, challenging for a title, but it's like, bro, I basically, Matt and I geeked out on this midweek when we read this chapter. I read it like 5 or 6 times because I could not believe what I saw. But Bryce, just to give you an idea, think the most iconic Rock Lee moment ever. What do you think of?
I gotta think of it's a tie between when Rock Lee took the weights off.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
Okay.
You hit the nail right on the head, right?
Yeah.
Rock Lee taking the weights off. Think Goku when he used to take off his weighted clothes, like same shit, bro. Ippo, as we know, has always kept his wrist weights on and has always kept his ankle weights on. Just like that's just his normal life, right? That's his way of moving about this world. Some might say it's a little wild, but that's neither here nor there, right? So he enters into the ring with Mashiba, and he takes his wrist weights off, but he forgets to take his ankle weights off. So the first initial encounter, and of course Itagaki's there in the cut, just being the chaperone, make sure things aren't getting too crazy. But the first couple of rounds, like, all right, Ippo's able to get in. He's working pretty well as a southpaw. Mashiba's like, oh shit, he's sure enough acting like a southpaw right now. But then he gets caught up by Mashiba, who hits him with like the long uppercut, and it's like, get your ass back home. Basically, he's like, get the fuck out of here. What do you think you're doing? You ain't no southpaw. And then Itagaki's like, wait, stop. Hold on 1 second. My bad, y'all. He's like, yo, Ippo, you still got your ankle weights on. He's like, oh, you right. Bro, as soon as he takes the ankle weights off, just like he shoots across the ring, gets him Mashiba's face, hits him to the body, one side, other side, almost initiates a Dempsey roll that overwhelms Mashiba. Now, Mashiba was smart enough to cover up, but let me tell you something, bro. He ain't coming out of this unscathed. That's kind of where the chapter ends. And to me, I was so excited because, again, it's putting the Ippo back in Hajime no Ippo. It's not Hajime no, I'm the secondary protagonist in my own series. It was Hajime no Ippo, and we haven't seen this in a minute. Like I put in my notes, like, Ippo had a Rock Lee moment. I've been wanting something like this for a long time. We've seen some glimpses of it when he was sparring with Vork, but who knows what form his evolution takes on next, because he's still training, he's still doing his conditioning, he's coaching now, which, when you can teach something to somebody, it deepens your own understanding of what it is that you're teaching, right? How is Mashiba going to act now? How's he going to react to all this? Is he going to essentially respect Ippo some more, right? That's what I'm looking forward to. shout out to Itagaki because he's that friend who is a champion for their friend who might be on the spectrum, right? In the sense that, or he's like the champion for the friend who might be like a little shy, like he'll look out for you, basically like the extrovert friend to the introvert friend, right? He'll look out for you,
That's
make sure you
great
don't embarrass yourself, like champion you when you need championing. But bro, I still can't get over how good this chapter was. The artwork was crisp. I don't know if you ever read like Air Gear. It's by Ogure, the dude who did Tenjo Tenge. But
Oh, okay. No, I never read it.
to anyone who's ever read Air Gear, it's like when the people who are on the air treks, basically like these motorized rollerblades, they see these roads and these paths, like they see air road, flame road, or whatever. And when Ippo took the ankle weights off, it's like he just saw a violence road or something. But my man made a beeline. It was crazy, dog. It's like similar to how sometimes they depict the Flash entering the Speed Force, where it's that rear angle that's kind of low where you can get a good detail of the feet and like just the speed. It's insane. If you just add some lightning to that panel, it's like, oh, Ippo just entered the Speed Force.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
That's enough
Gotta
on
give
Ippo.
me some ankle weights.
That's a Bryce about to be like OD when it comes to capoeira. Did he just hit a macaco, a compasso, and a patafuso with a mariposa for no reason in 0.2 seconds? But
I like that.
No, shit, I'm giving my boy ideas. But with that though, I'm gonna pass the mic over to Bryce so he can take us into Jujutsu.
Let's go to Jujutsu. We going into chapter 238. Look here, y'all. It's we've been talking about how Jujutsu is getting real, and I be knowing what the fuck going on, but I don't know what's happening.
Right.
We just gonna continue what happened with last chapter. Sukuna became whole again. You see the forearms. I didn't realize he had a mouth on his stomach.
Bro, that's where I drew the line. But no, go ahead.
This motherfucker is a whole ass just monster. And we kind of get an understanding that his body is kind of made like it's perfect for sorcery. He can use his mouth to chant things while one is still closed. He has two extra arms so he can make hand seals. We get an idea of just type of shit he was doing at his peak, where he was taking out societies and different organizations and shit. And here's poor little Kashima, just thinking he trying to do something, just trying to figure something out. We get to the nitty gritty, and we knew Kashima didn't have no chance, but we see now that this man understood very quickly that he fucked around and he found out. And Sukuna in a weird way was like teaching him a lesson about just being powerful and about love and the correlation, which is weird. We'll get into that. I just want to say, TJ and Matt talked about this before. It's one thing to die in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a whole thing, fam. If you don't even get the death panel, like he got a death panel, but he didn't get a death panel. He
got done so dirty. But go on, my bad.
he got the, like, it was like the Nappa treatment. You remember when Vegeta just threw Nappa in the air and he just hit the dirty fireworks?
Yeah,
that's how this felt.
Yeah,
because my dude got punched. And then he got something thrown at him. It looked like a fly swatter. Clearly he didn't dodge it, and that was his story. We get like a weird like flashback panel, but it's not I guess it's like, I don't know what it is, but like these motherfuckers just go into the afterlife, and they just getting solace from Sukuna killing them. Sukuna just seems like catharsis for these motherfuckers. This dude Kashima is kind of thinking about his life, and then here comes Sukuna just telling him, yeah, man, if you really about that, like the only way, if you that strong, motherfuckers just come to you to test you, and then you just gotta put them in their place and kill them. and
And it's nothing personal.
Yeah, you can't wish to be happy and together with each other, motherfucker. You being greedy. That's wild as hell. That is a wild way to think. And he's just like, yeah, man, I kill who I kill. I do what I want. I don't want no love. The fuck? Fuck is wrong with y'all? That's why y'all not here. And I repeat my motherfucking statement. This manga is just about bored, lonely niggas. It's just Sukuna like being Dolo. He's just about that shit.
So, if he likes being Dolo, does that make him lonely? Because I feel like he doesn't even care.
Well, he Dolo at that point. That's the thing. Okay, so he ain't lonely, but he Dolo. He Dolo. So he likes his own company.
Right.
He likes his own company. But he does enjoy people. He just fucks them up. Like he's terrible. He likes going to different people and just ruining them. He's a fucking curse. He's a goddamn curse. He's the king of curses. Of course you got to think like that. This is his quote. I've never needed anyone to satisfy me. I eat when I eat, play with what amuses me, and kill whoever's in my way. I live as befits my nature. If no one can grasp that, then that's their problem.
Oh, this nigga 100% killed his parents.
Oh yeah, for sure. And he got a podcast. He in crypto.
Bryce, that's wild, bro.
Nah, I mean, this Sukuna on that level, man. He don't give a fuck. Yeah. So next chapter, we got the final panel is everybody coming down to fight Sukuna. We got Itadori, we got Hikari, we got the judge dude, and I can't tell the fourth person. I think it's
Udaume, ice the ice person who's on Sukuna's side. Because they were on that ice meteorite or whatever, or meteor. Remember the one that had the curse tool? Right. Yeah.
So this is gonna be interesting. I like it. Like Yuji can't die. He's the main character, but
is he? I don't know anymore. You know what's funny? I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like there's a lot going on, dog.
You know what's funny? I think we talked about this. One of us brought it up before that Yuji, Yuji was gonna get killed off. He was legitimately gonna get killed off. I can't remember why the author changed his mind, but he did. He was just like, all right, I'll just bring her back. But that was gonna be Yuji's ass. Yuji was not supposed to come back. So
I'm gonna piggyback off of this and say we've been talking a lot about how maybe this is a series where the bad guys win. Yeah. But the one thing that's been consistent since the beginning is all about Sukuna.
Yeah.
So if Sukuna is the protagonist this whole time, that would be wild.
I'm just saying, X 1999.
Jesus.
A lot of motherfuckers is dying. I don't know if y'all ever seen that anime and see how that ended.
I don't touch it because you keep warning me not to. Like, you talked about how it traumatized you as a child. So I'm like, I don't need to watch this.
like as an adult, you're definitely gonna be like, what the fuck? But if you watch it, hey, you watched it. But yeah. It's giving me that vibe in the sense of that, like, there's only gonna be like one motherfucker alive, and like the last panel is just gonna be him crying over a motherfucker. And I don't know who's gonna be the one crying over who. Might be Sukuna ass crying over Yuji or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, TJ, you got any words on this chapter, sir?
I pretty much agree with everything you said. I just think, for one, Megumi is not getting that body back, right? I'm assuming at this point he's floating face down in the sunken place, bro. Like, and also you can't tell me that Sukuna used to be human. Like, I don't care. I don't care if his body just evolved to be super efficient for jujitsu, kind of like Tengen. Like, no, bro. I draw the line at stomach mouth, bro. Like, What the
Stomach
fuck?
knocked is some wild
What
shit.
the fuck? Like this nigga had to have been born that way or something, or from Jujutsu Krypton. But that right there is not human. Like I don't care what you're trying to tell me. That bro, no, Megumi's not getting that body back. What you mean? No. Like he's gonna revert, and then you'll see like some nubs where the two extra arms used to be. There's gonna be like this weird slit he can't explain on his stomach, bro. No, dog. Like ain't no way he's gonna be the same. And then the eye. Anyway, every time I talk about Sukuna's true form, it just freaks me out. Also, all, all these old school sorcerers seem to always have some type of beast form or some type of extra form. Because there was a Tsumiki, Megumi's sister. She would use her cursed energy transform into like a common rider mixed with Frankenstein on roids. Kashimo like turned into like that lightning monster, and of course Sukuna, right? But all these like really OG, they were them, capital THEM, right? Seem to have some type of extra form on top of it all. And then you mean to tell me, or Bryce already covered this, but again, Kashimo did so dirty. Gege didn't even want to show the killing blow, dog. Like we just went straight to the to the flashback, like on some, you know how in some fighting shonen battle shonen anime and manga where it's like the one dude got defeated, but they have that moment where it's them on some type of astral plane talking. Yeah. That's what it felt like. Like
that's what it was.
Like our fists were talking for us. Our fists were gonna. They even did that in Creed 3, right? Between him and Jonathan Major's character. They had that moment where it's like the crowd was gone. Well, you could tell fucking Michael B. Jordan loves anime because he made sure to include something like that. But I didn't know Sukuna could talk when he's fully incarnated, because I don't think we've ever heard him talk. It's always just been flashbacks to what he looked like, but never actually hear him talk. Also, goddamn, bro, him talking about strength and love, bro, that was some. That's he had this energy just like that sounds like a you problem, right? Like I feel like Hama Yujiro is somewhere right now talking about this motherfucker spitting to Sukuna's whole soliloquy, dog. Like he's like I couldn't have said it better myself as he stomps out his son or some shit, right?
The Black Air Force energy is palpable.
Oh my goodness, that whole soliloquy like made somebody be like, let me dust these off right quick. Interesting to me because Sukuna said something about him fucking with humans was an interesting way for him to pass the time until he dies. So he can die, but it looks like him turning himself into cursed objects with the fingers was a way to extend his lifespan. So he's not necessarily immortal, but I wouldn't put it past him. Right. And even with this insane chapter, I'm still not sure Sukuna is the final boss. I feel like it's Kenjaku, man. Like there's too much going on.
Honestly,
hey, go ahead.
I just gotta go with it at this point,
bro. I'm gonna quote you. There are known knowns and there are unknown unknowns, dog. Like that's straight from you, bro. And I feel like that and I know what's happening. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Every week it gets stronger, dog. Like every week. So this is what kind of has me hyped because we see Yuji dropping down from the meteorite with Higuruma, aka Judge Dredd, Jujutsu Judge Dredd, right? But and then of course Kinji and Uraume are in the background. Their fight's probably going to continue, so we might see some simultaneous zone hopping. Or Gege is pretty good, as we saw during the calling game, about making sure we keep track of concurrent events.
Yeah,
but Yuji's got those gauntlets on, right, with the claws and the spiky elbows. So I'm wondering what's going on there. Probably some type of curse weapon for one. But what's the one mystery? His curse technique. Is that going to manifest now? Is he going to be swapping bodies like everyone assumes it is, myself included? So I'm super curious about that. And then I wonder if it's also going to answer the question about, was Yuji's mom a sorcerer, and did she have an innate curse technique that maybe got passed down to Yuji? I don't know, but man, that's another one where it's like we got a lot of unknown unknowns out here and known unknowns. But man, they're going to be taking a break next week, so we're going to take 2 weeks off. Akutami needs to recharge and find new ways to stress us out. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. At this point, just tell us the bad guys win, dog. Like just ease us, like, let us down gentle, bro. You don't have to drag us through these stress streets every week. But
I don't think he
we keep
knows the
reading.
term. I don't think the word gentle is in his vocabulary.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do that to Gojo, right? Like,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
just don't give a shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, shit. Should we transition over to Sakamoto Days?
Oh, just one more thing.
For sure.
I did my research
Please, please,
because
please let them know.
I was like, there's no way this like Kashime just went out like this. Like, so I was, and then I said to myself, like, he is probably the most flash in the pan ass character that I've ever seen in a fucking manga. He's definitely top five. This motherfucker only been around for 16 chapters total. He's
Hey,
only
but hey, but
16
he
chapters.
did fuck up Panda. He fucked up Panda
He
something
fucked
crazy.
up Panda. But he was only here for us to say, oh, that nigga cold. Oh, he dead. That's all. That was the whole point. That was the whole point.
Oh, that
16 chapters.
that oh, just like,
16 chapters. His last couple of like the last couple of them, maybe like the last 4 or 3, most of it is just him having reaction panels.
right.
Man.
Yeah, that's a good call out.
At some point I was just saying, okay, that makes sense. He don't feel like he has the need to make a goddamn death panel. He just go get him. And you said he on break. That makes sense. He tired. We just kill this nigga and get the fuck going on, man. I need a break. They don't need to see that.
Somebody's like, Faith Evans, be on standby, but you don't need to come out for this, nigga. You good.
Yeah,
you good, Faith.
Just shit.
Save your vocal cords.
I'm gonna let him see a cold transformation. Then that's it. That's you don't care about this motherfucker. That's crazy.
On that note, let's switch over to Sakamoto Days, if you don't mind, right?
Let's do it.
We're talking chapter 138 titled Delivery, where we leave off. Heisuke hit the nigga with his own trajectory and took out his scope, right?
Yep.
How would I summarize this? The nigga swung his body to the side and curved the bullet. You know what I'm talking about?
Freaky Zeke.
Shout out Freaky Zeke, bro. Nigga swung his body to the side. That's how my shit got. Yeah. I sound like such a New York nigga. That whole interview is wild, bro. But all right, let me get into this review. Let's just get this out the way. I need that anime announcement. Boom. Okay, right. So I think I'm starting to feel what you feel, Bryce, when it comes to the NPC characters, because at this point, though, like, I don't even have any defense anymore. Like, you guys see these bullets whizzing past. I know you heard the fucking window explode in the train car. Like, this lack of reaction is getting out of control, right? Are they under some type of genjutsu? Did Madara just transport himself into this world? It's like, hey, y'all are not gonna react to any of this assassin shit anyway. I need whatever kicks Kamihate's got, because he cleared a 4-lane street off a skyscraper roof and landed on the other side because the job wasn't done and he had to make him run for it, right? He's literally doing the stick and move, but the stick is a shot. The shots fired across the moving train, insane. I mean, this has already surpassed that John Wick 2 scene between John and Cassian, Common's character, through the crowded train terminal. It already went past that. Like, I don't even know at this point, man. Sakamoto Days, I don't even think they could make a movie. That budget's going to be insane for just the visual effects alone. If they go live action, shit, maybe no. If Studio Mappa did it, they would never see their kids. I need that Kamihate face reveal because apparently he's someone Heisuke already knows, and perhaps we might know. Yo, what if it's Sakamoto's wife? That's a wild theory, only because we know Kamihate is obsessed with the weather girls, and also because Kamihate is like a recluse. But that would have been hilarious if that was the reveal, because the shop wasn't bringing enough dough to cover all the bills. So she's like, man, I gotta go back to being a sniper. The bullet curving, that was dope. I gotta give you props, Bryce, because 2 episodes you wished harm upon Pisuke. You're like, hey, that bird can get hurt. Well, guess what happened this chapter?
Bro, when I saw that, I was like, see? That
Oh,
bird is
like, oh, he's doubling down.
You better fly south for the winter. You don't need to be over here.
Hey, but Pisuke is strong as fuck, bro. He knocked him off the pathway of a bullet. That's crazy. He looks like your average pigeon or little like pet parrot or some shit. That was he's out here is like moving weight, bro.
They're definitely feeding something to these crazy ass birds. I'll say that.
Apparently the animals are OP too.
Yeah.
But nah, I feel like Heisuke's got too much plot armor to die in this arc. And he's making progress. He's like evolving mid-battle. And Sakamoto and the gang are slowly inching their way to the scene, if we remember the previous chapter. So I don't know. Heisuke's ribs have got to be Dorito dust at this point because he took 2 shots at the same spot. So that shit can't be great. But I can't wait for next week. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna pass it over to you, Bryce.
Yeah, you know, you covered everything, man. This was a fun chapter. I'm glad you're starting to recognize how wild it is. These people just don't react to shit. Like
I couldn't justify it this time, bro.
It's a whole shootout in the middle of the city.
I know. It's like I couldn't justify it at this point.
Like if hey, I'll give you another pedal that should freak you out. If you look, it's page fucking 6 and 7. So this is page 7. This motherfucker is looking out the window.
Yeah.
He see a dude.
Yeah.
He sees a dude jumping. Okay, maybe he did see it. Now that I'm seeing the bullet trajectory, maybe not. But still. Like y'all heard the bullet. This motherfucker definitely saw that bullet go through that window and still kept walking. Like you can't tell me these people ain't seeing none of this. You can't tell me these people don't hear these bullets flying through this train.
I think when they get the anime, that shit's got to be explained because it's not gonna make any sense. It's either got to be super high speed or some shit, bro. Because I'm not rocking with it anymore.
TJ, they recognize it. They just said, you know what?
I'm gonna turn that part of my brain off. Like
it's just another Tuesday too. It's another Tuesday. These killers just be out here. This is the worst. This is top 5. I would never be in this universe.
Well, I will say, in response to that, at least they do a good job of keeping civilians from getting hurt. But I feel like a lot of people are catching strays, literally.
Oh anyway. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people catching strays. There's a lot of people that probably come up missing because they seen something they shouldn't have seen. And it ain't even their fault.
Right.
Because why the fuck are you trying to kill this nigga at a yoga shop?
Right. I was just trying to get some froyo, yo. What the fuck does this got to do with me?
I'm trying to fucking count. I'm trying to count my calories and shit. And here you go killing this dude. He work here, and now I gotta die too because I saw it.
Is this equivalent exchange?
You can't choose a good time to do this shit, sir.
Right.
Some bullshit.
Broad daylight.
Nah, man. What was I saying? This is a good ass chapter. Like just dope scene. I would love to see it animated. Looks like we're gonna get the reveal, so we're gonna find out: is it a woman? Is this dude a actual dude? Is he a woman? Is he maybe like a pig man? We gonna find out.
Maybe man is crazy.
Maybe he's like maybe he has a gun head like the dude from
No Guns Life. That's what I'm theorizing as well. We know he's got legs now for sure. He cloaked up. But and we know he's got like a head and shoulders because we saw the silhouette.
Yeah.
What was it, a chapter or 2 ago? But with that being said, I need that reveal sooner rather than later. It looks like we're at that point.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah. But man.
I clearly I feel like somebody's gonna come and move the barrel away from save Heisuke. So we gonna see. Yeah, but a good chapter. It was a fun ass chapter.
100%. All right, man. What was your favorite chapter this week?
Favorite chapter this week, I have to go with One Piece. Shit's getting real.
Wow, man. Yeah.
Yeah, like to say that about One Piece, shit is getting real. Shit's been real, but now it's a whole new level, And now I'm ready. I'm ready for next chapter. I'm just ready for this shit to go where it need to go, baby. Yeah.
To echo that, it's almost like that meme about Japanese RPGs about chapter 1, rescue a cat, chapter 27, kill God.
Yeah.
This is kind of like that. For me, it was Ippo. Because like I said, this is the first time I've seen Ippo be Ippo in a while, and I was super hype on it. Yeah, I got nothing else. This is topic of the week time.
Topic of the week.
Your pick of anime, Sensei. Bryce, you want to go first?
Okay. So I already told y'all that I already had my pick. I knew it as soon as I heard the topic. It's not really that hard. There's only one person who I would choose to be my sensei and train under. It's the one and only Sensei Reagan from Mob Psycho 100. There's no one else I would rather train under than goddamn Reagan. I'm trying to get fucking that level of finesse and that level of fucking trickery and just conning people, because that is supreme.
Yeah.
You got full on psychics to believe, oh shit, this nigga's
He's the truth. Yeah.
This motherfucker's the truth.
And yeah. What's crazy too is like he still is dropping like some gems to Mob.
Yup. There's some truth in them lies. There's some golden truths. Bruh, you can't beat that dude as a sensei. Honestly, like my favorite point of Mob Psycho 100 is when that blind teleporter, he's fighting all these people. He moving to and fro. He don't see nothing. Next thing you know, he just catch a sneak shot for Reagan. That shit was amazing. I rewatched that shit like 100 times. That shit was great. Yeah, that's mine. Just Reagan, Sensei Reagan. All right, TJ, who you got on your list? I know it's a list.
Oh no, it's just I split it up. Young me versus me in my 30s. So if we're talking, them teaching me when I'm younger, I'm gonna have to go with Roshi. I feel like Goku and Krillin had a decent platform to start with because they had both, had experienced some form of training. Goku with Grandpa Gohan, and then let him living in the wilderness. And Krillin was technically speaking a monk beforehand. But I feel like Roshi gave them an even stronger base, and like really strengthened their bodies and primed them to just be where they're at. And plus, learning a Kamehameha would be sick. Now, if we're talking me in my 30s, I'm gonna take Gojo. Now you're probably thinking Gojo's not a good teacher. That's true. But if you look at Itadori's training arc, that shit looked mad comfy, bro. Like,
that's hilarious.
Just watching movies and all of a sudden you can do a Black Flash. Nah, bro. I'm gonna take the movies and then I'm gonna become a menace all curses. Give me Gojo. Yeah. That's where I was at with my reasoning. I just split it up. Like, all right, is it me now? Because I think me now, trying to go through Roshi's training, bro, with the turtle shell on my back and my knees being the way they are, like, sorry, that you might be asking for a little bit. You catch me when I'm younger and you build my base up. Okay, cool. Right now, I was like, hey, let Gojo teach me how to refine this curse energy. I can get my knees together. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Your knees together.
Okay, let me get my knees together, dog. Let me get my knees together. Yeah, it's like, no, man, they give me that popcorn and whatnot. No, bro, let me get my knees together right quick.
Hey, the amount of sass I would give, I would give a sensei when he tell me to do something that involves my knees or my back. I'm not making it as a student. I'm not.
It's like you must be talking to somebody else, dog. You ain't talking to me.
You ain't talking to me.
I don't even let my parents talk to me like that. Like, right.
You gotta tell me how A leads to D for me to get there.
Right. Exactly, bro. Like, you can't just be like, do this. No, I don't follow blind. I got questions, bro. Listen, man, I got healthcare. I got a job. Hey, you gonna explain all this shit to me.
You better have a PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. With that, I think we did it, Bryce.
Yeah.
All right. With that, here's what you can expect next week as far as our next topic of the week. I'm gonna pull that up right now. what are we going to be covering? We will be. Oh, wait, hold on. I almost had it. There we go. Our next topic of the week would be our top 3 anime parents and guardians. So this is going to be the polar opposite of one topic we covered a lot, which is like the ain't shit parent guardians.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about our top 3 anime parent guardians. So look forward to that. That should honestly be a good time because you do have some really good ones out there. And
I
I
feel like it's
think,
gonna be sad though, because like good parents die.
yeah, not always, but yeah. Oftentimes it's their death that even triggers the journey.
Exactly.
Which is like, yeah. But I feel like we can find some good live ones, or at least because it says parents or guardians. So it could be like the surrogate parents, the surrogate father, or motherly
Okay.
figures too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you know. And then I think Kaiju number 8 is gonna be back next week. We won't have Jujutsu Kaisen.
Woo.
We'll have Kaiju, we should have Ippo, we should have Sakamoto Days, and I think we're getting Chainsaw Man as well. There shouldn't be any Dragon Ball Super, but as per usual, we'll usually post on Instagram what we're going to cover for the next episode. But with that, y'all, thank you so much. This has been another edition of the Now Mind You podcast, specifically our manga review episode, right? As far as where you can listen to us, we're available on all podcast platforms. You can always check our Flow page. It contains all of our links. And of course, you can check our YouTube channel where we also post up our episodes. Literally just look up Now Mind You Podcast to find your distribution platform of choice, right? Or on your distribution platform of choice, look up the Now Mind You Podcast. You can find me on Instagram in terms of social media at Tuss4Skate. That's TUSS number 4 underscore SKATE, brother. You thought I wasn't going to do the voice? I'm doing the voice. Bryce, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at AXA underscore on N CA bye. And where can they find Matt Hamble?
they can find Matt on all social media platforms because his branding is so strong. At
Brandon
Man
Straw.
Hambrick. At Man Hambrick. That's MATTHAMBRIC. And again, you can find the podcast at Now Mind You Pod on damn near everything. That's NOWMINDYOUPOD. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves out there. Peace.
Hey.